We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
Shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
And a give this time to the tailback. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They look to throw. It's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run the draw with Dorsett. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 39, Locke. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
San Francisco.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Locke. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Locke. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he will have the Broncos 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Dorsett. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Block now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now Locke on the bootleg. And the Niners get there and bring him down. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
11 on the play. First down, 49ers.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
There. But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. On the move to his left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
This is it.
Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Niners 10, Broncos nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Now it's Dorsett. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Locke. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Left side, it's Dorsett. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
42. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
shotgun snap to Locke.
The 26-yard line.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Clock working out of the gun. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw it is Locke. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Dorsett. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now to the air. Locke. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
44-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. He completes this to Sutton. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Dorsett. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 17. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They look to throw. It's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And it's caught. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Locke going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Locke. And that's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd and goal. And this one too low.
It's now 3rd and goal.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Again, it's Locke. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
As they run the counter play. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it'll be Dorsett. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running right, it's Dorsett. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Locke going to get this out quickly. Sutton with it. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. makes it 14-10.
Next the score, Broncos 14, 49ers 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now Locke. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Eric Armstead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game. And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 1-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. action. They'll throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A pass there complete to Sutton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos push further out in front. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Make it happen!
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Going to throw it here. This is the tight end fan, and he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, let's call it a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's true.
Filet.
There you go. 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards from the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
San Francisco.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. say it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that.